Hello, everyone. I just want to welcome everyone to the Logan Center, and more specifically, Cafe Logan. We're really excited to host this series here at the Logan Center and happy to continue programming blues performances out of this space for the community. But I'd like to introduce your host for the evening, Mr. Billy Branch. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Drew. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for coming. One of Chicago's favorites and most enduring blues singers. How about a hand for the lovely Miss Mary Lane? That's the right one. That's you. Don't sit on mine. I've known Mary for quite a while. We go back, I know at least to probably Teresa's day. Anybody here go to Teresa's? 48th in Indiana, we used to call it the Hole. And I remember you'd go in there. I mean, that was the home of Junior Wells, Lefty Diz, who else? Sammy Long. So many. I remember the smoke would be so thick. It was in the basement. There was no ventilation. My eyes used to always water.
No back door.
No back door, no windows, no nothing. Just a whole lot of drinking, playing music, and having a great time. Okay, Mary, I'm going to do read a little bit of your biography, and you correct me if I've got anything wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Singer Mary Lane was born November 23rd,
Yes.
1935, which would make you how young?
83.
Can y'all believe it? She need to bottle it and sell it. In Clarendon, Arkansas.
Right.
After honing her skills in local juke joints in the company of Howlin Wolf, Robert Nighthawk, Little Junior Parker, and James Cotton, Mary relocated to Chicago in 1957.
Right.
Okay. Backed by Morris Pijo.
Right.
Who was Morris Pijo?
That's my kid's father.
He's your kid's father.
Yeah.
But he was a very well-known musician at the time, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He was guitarist, right?
Yeah, Chess Records.
Chess Records. Okay. And she soon cut her debut single, You Don't Want My Lovin' No More, for the Friendly Five label.
Right.
Okay, she's been a long-time staple of Chicago's West Side blues circuit and local blues clubs. And like I say, I've known her many, many years. I don't think I can remember being on the scene when Mary Lane was not around somewhere. Mary, what are your earliest musical memories? In other words, growing down south in Arkansas, who would you?
With Clarendon, my memories of who I would play with or just playing the blues.
Or just in general?
Okay, he's there, the one that I remember playing with when I was coming up. His name was L. We call him Uncle L. He used to come to my house every Saturday. He had a guitar, had one of these guitars. He just played until he couldn't play no more. And he get me, say, come on, we going down the streets. We're going to make us some change. He get his little bucket and carry me down the streets with him and everything and sit the little bucket out in front of us and everything. And I started singing. He started playing. Everybody started dropping dollars and quarters and stuff in there. And every Saturday he was there and I was right there with him. So, like I say, and after he died, then
What was his name again?
L. We call him Uncle L.
Uncle L?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this was in Arkansas?
Yeah, Clarendon, a place called
Okay.
Clarendon, Arkansas. And they had a little juke joint right down the street from where I lived. And after he died and everything, then I just went on and made up in my mind that's what I wanted to do, sing the blues. And then I just started.
How old were you then?
I was about When I left from down there where it was, I was about 17.
Okay. So this was around that time when you were still a teenager?
Yes.
Okay.
Ain't you a teenager at 17? Wow.
Yeah. You ain't changed, have you?
No. You see that CD? The real Mary Lane.
Yes.
There ain't nothing phony about me.
Okay. So you were barely in your teens when you started singing in juke joints, and you sang with such legends as Howlin Wolf.
Yep.
Did you actually work with Howlin Wolf?
I worked with Howlin Wolf.
Wow. And that was in the South?
Yeah, it was a place called Brinkley, Arkansas. My uncle had a club down there called the White Swan.
Okay.
And every weekend, Wolf would come down there and play. Him and James Corden and Junior Wells, all of them would come and play at his club. So one night, he was playing, and my uncle told me, he said, I'm going to put you up on the stage with Wolf when you come back. I said, no, you're not. I said, so when he came back the next week, he made me get up there on the stage and sing with Howlin Wolf. And here's a song that I used to do when I first started singing with him, was Dust My Broom, which Elmo James made it. And then me and James Corden was singing it, and everybody told him, don't you sing it no more. She can beat you singing Dust My Broom. And then we just cheered it off and everything was great.
How was Wolf to work with?
As far as I'm concerned, he's cool. He respected me, and I respected him. And the main thing he didn't like for the entertainers to do to drink on his bandstand. That's all. So when they got through playing, they got their little pay and we headed home or wherever they was going.
So, but you all had a good.
Connection. Yeah, he's great.
Because Wolf kind of had a reputation being kind of tough guy and kind of hard on the.
Well, he never was that way around me or with me. So. Okay.
Also, Robert Nighthawk, Little Junior Parker, and James Cotton. And in an interview, you said it was fun to me. It was beautiful. I was just out there being wild.
But the best part it was about me singing the blues. When I left from Howlin Wolf, I went to a place called Clarendon, Arkansas, and that's where Robert Nighthawk was. And my brother-in-law carried me to town one night. He said, Mary, I'm going to take you to town, and I'm going to put you up on the stage with somebody I know you sound good with. I said, take me on. So he carried me to town that night. And down there, they didn't have no concrete or nothing like that, just the plain ground and everything. So we went to town that night, and time he stopped the car, I got out the car, and I heard Robert playing that slide, that blues, that slide and everything. I didn't wait on him. I just went on over there to where Robert was, and I stood up there for a few minutes, and he was just playing. I didn't say nothing. I just went over there and grabbed the mic, and I started singing, and everybody started hollering and going on. And every weekend, I was right there with him singing the blues.
With Robert Nighthawk. All right.
Robert Nighthawk.
All right. So, who would you say were some of the main? Who would you call the main influences of singers who shaped and influenced your style?
Junior Wells.
Junior Wells.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the female vocalists at all?
Yeah, well, I used to work with Denise Assell. We did some shows together. Okay. We worked for about a year on Madison.
Really?
Yeah, Denise Assell, me and a guy called Barkin Bill.
I remember Barkin Bill.
Yeah, him. We worked, and we was working with Lonnie Brooks. Okay. I worked with Lonnie Brooks. All three of us worked with Lonnie Brooks for over a year.
All right. So you officially relocated to Chicago in 1957, correct? No, that's wrong.
1953.
53, okay. Mm-hmm. So who or what convinced you to move to Chicago?
Well, I had some. I had an aunt here, and most of my people was in Waukegan. So I came over here to Chicago. When I got to Chicago, I came up here with some friends. Wolf he was already up here. He had already made it up here. So when I came up here, then I got back in contact with Wolf, and then I started working with him at the clubs here in Chicago.
Okay. What did you think of the rock and roll explosion of the late 50s and the 60s?
The rock and roll.
Yeah, when the rock and roll came, because,
What did I think of it?
yeah.
It didn't bother me because
bother
I wasn't into the rock and roll.
You wasn't into it?
I never been into the rock and roll.
So you've been singing blues all your
All
life?
my life. You sing it in the cotton field and everywhere else. It's blues, not rock and roll. Rock and roll is great, but hey, it wasn't my style.
All right, all right. Well, you performed with many, many greats. Do you have any particular moments or any particular artists that really stand out that you worked with or collaborated with?
Yes,
Who would that be?
Billy Branch.
Oh. You trying to get a raise, huh?
Billy Branch.
Other than Billy Branch.
Billy Branch, Junior Wells.
Junior Wells.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one of Chicago's legends. Willie Buck just walked in the house. Willie Buck, y'all.
Nothing else.
Also, Freddie Dixon is here, original member of our band, the Sons of Blues. Let me throw that out. Nod to Freddie Dixon, son of Willie Dixon, is in the house. You've been an inspiration to a lot of us. And I have to admit that I'm now a senior citizen.
That's all right.
It's hard to say that. But I want to know,
Keep on living.
what keeps you so young and vibrant?
My young man.
Oh! Oh!
27 years we've been together.
Wow.
27 years. No arguing, no fighting, just play the music and sing and have fun.
Wow. Okay. It's not an easy road for blues musicians, which we well know, and female blues vocalists have their own specific challenges. Here's a quote from you. You said, "I've been a black woman scuffling out here for a long time. Life has been hard. It ain't been easy."
Still ain't.
Okay. So what keeps you going?
My man.
Jeff, me and you gonna have to have a talk, brother.
All right, Billy.
What are some of your current projects in terms of your recordings, albums, video? What you got? What's happening right now with you?
Right now, we just released a CD, Traveling Woman. It's right over there on the table.
You can get it right
Right.
here.
The Real Mary Lane.
Want to hold them up? Oh, I'm sorry.
And the other one I don't have with me, but I have the book of my whole.
And this is I Wonder.
I Wonder. All of them.
And you
is
have
right in
T-shirts,
front of me. Yeah.
booklets.
I don't want no man telling me what to do. And I also have a book with Billy Branch in it. I
Yes.
work him hard.
A beautiful pictorial booklet, and all of that is available for purchase. So support your local blues artists and come to the table and take Mary Lane home with you.
And you don't have to feed me.
All right, well, we thank you. So what we're going to do right here, we're going to get the music started, and we're going to start kind of down home style.
Yes.
We'll scale down. We're going to invite two of Mary Lane's musicians, which happen to be, well, one of them is my current piano player, and the other one was my former guitar player. How about a hand for Minoru Maruyama and Ario?
Right.
Yeah. Come on, y'all, let's have some fun. Yeah. Woo. You can have my husband. Please don't mess with my man. Girl, you can have that no good husband. Please don't mess with my man. I'm telling all you women, I want you all to understand. You got my husband, leave my man alone. You ain't gonna get both of them. Yes, you got that no good husband, leave my man alone. You better do like I ask you. Get you one of you. You better leave my man alone.
Leave her man alone.
Leave my man alone.
Leave her man
You better
alone.
leave my man alone.
Leave her man
You better
alone.
leave my man alone.
Leave her man
You better do
alone.
like I asked you. Get you one of your own. Come on, Rio. Yeah. Yeah. Bring it on down. Come on, horn. Yeah. Let's give it to him. Mike. How about it for Mike? Another Mike. Let's give it to Mike. Play it like you mean it. All right, now. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. You better leave my man alone.
Leave a man
You better
alone.
leave my man alone.
Leave a man
You better
alone.
leave my man alone.
Leave a man
You better leave my man alone.
Leave a man
You better do like I asked you. Get you one of your own. Thank you. Thank you so much. We love you. We love you.